The South Sudan Law Society, an institution providing legal aid in the country, is launching a program aimed at securing the release of more than 500 people from prisons across the country. It says many of the inmates are in prisons for years because of minor offences such as failure to pay small fines. CGTN's Oyet reports.
Emmanuel Modi Ring has spent 6 years in jail in a Juba prison because he was not able to pay a $70 US.
That time I was selling in the market. I had an emergency and I asked someone to look after the cows I was selling, such that I would go and attend to the emergency. Upon my return to the market, I couldn't find the person who I left the cows with. The cows were also gone. The owner of one of the cows I had not paid took me to court, and that's how I ended up here.
But Emmanuel will be a free man after the South Sudan Law Society secured his release along with 8 other inmates. It has happened because the Law Society is paying the fines the inmates are liable for through its first legal aid program.
This is a wake-up call that every person, every institution which is doing the legal observation of human rights and so on must take their own roles. If it means prosecution, the Minister of Justice, they have to do it for capital offences. For instance, like murder, a client cannot go and stand on his own. And moreover, the Constitution said you must be represented by a legal counsel. So, and the judiciary at the same time. Files are accumulating. What about the police prosecutors?
Children or juvenile are all jailed together with adults in Juba prison. Some of the inmates behind this wall are not in jail because they have committed crime, but just because members of their families are suspected to have committed a crime and they ran away. According to figures from the legal aid group, there are 1,065 inmates at the main prison in Juba and 583 more awaiting their trials. But this prison is only designed to accommodate 250 inmates.
We have the problem of the remand prisoners. They overstay without being investigated, without being taken to court, and this is against the law. A prisoner is supposed to remain in prison before conviction for only 3 months, but now it is going indefinitely.
The 5-year war in South Sudan, which has led to the economic crisis, is affecting the legal system in the country. Some members of the judiciary are resigning over a lack of basic working tools such as papers, pens and books. It's resulting in many trials taking longer than expected and many suspects waiting in prison on remand. Oyet, CGTN, Juba, South Sudan.